Hey y'all, welcome back to the sixth and final step in this series of videos on how to get started homeschooling. If you have worked your way through this series, you are down to the very last step. So congratulations, this is the last one. Let's get right into it. Step 6 is to get your supplies and get started. It's really pretty simple. So just reviewing this whole series, you have prayed about it, you've discovered, or you are confident that you are set and ready to homeschool, that this is what you are called to do. So in step 2, you researched your state laws and you have found out what it is specifically that your state requires in order for you to homeschool and what it takes, and you've created a plan to follow those requirements. In step 3, you took some time either to deschool first or to look into your child's learning style and also the different homeschool styles that are available, and did some more research on those specifically so that you can implement them in your own homeschool. In step 4, you went and you researched curriculum based on what you've understood from your child's learning style as well as your specific homeschool style interest. You've taken those two things and you've combined them to get a start on choosing curriculum, and hopefully at this point you have decided on curriculum and have purchased and are getting it sent to you, or maybe even have it already. Then in step 5, you took a look at your homeschool year and figured out how you were going to schedule out the whole year, the big picture, and broke it down into individual terms, whether 3 or 6 or however the case may be. And then in step 5, part 2, you further broke down your schedule into weekly and daily schedule and routines and whatnot. And so now you are ready to start homeschooling. You have everything you need and you're ready to go. The only thing that you have to do now is to get your supplies. And so I actually did a video on the very minimal basic supplies that you need to get started. I am a minimalist person in theory. I like the idea of it. I like just having what you need and not anything excess. And so I shared a video on the things that you need at the bare minimum to homeschool. Not a lot of stuff, and it's super cheap and budget friendly. So I will link that video up above and down below for you so that you can watch that. But also keep in mind that those things that I shared are for younger students. If you are homeschooling and you're jumping into like year 4 or year 6, then you might need a few more things. Some things that I can think of are like a ruler or a microscope for science, or those kind of older grade specific materials. But then again, you might not need it. It just depends on your curriculum. So you'll want to look back at your curriculum and see if there's anything specific that it requires of you in addition to the book itself. And then once you've gotten all of your supplies, you can set up your homeschool space. You can choose to homeschool at your kitchen table. You can have a specific homeschool room that you set up with all of these things. You can create little homeschool zones where you have materials maybe in the living room, in the dining room, up in the playroom, wherever, so that you can homeschool wherever you go. And so this last step is really just kind of pulling all of that stuff together so that you are set and ready and you have all the materials in the places that you need them to homeschool. And also you want to get organized. So you're organizing your curriculum. I did a video also on how we organize our school notebooks. So where are you gonna house all of this material and stuff that you're gonna be using for your daily schoolwork? So all of those things you wanna consider and figure out where you're going to homeschool and how it's going to be organized. And then of course make sure that you have all the materials that you need. And that's really it for step 6 and the final step. Now I will say that after this you are on the road to homeschooling. I do want to encourage you to always stop and evaluate throughout the year. Look back on the previous weeks. You could do it by every month or every term or whatever the case may be, but just to evaluate how things are going, what things are working for you, what things are not, and make regular adjustments so that you can be sure you're being successful in your journey going forward. I do have an encouragement video for you to watch. I will link it up above and down below as well, so that you are inspired and encouraged and ready to go. I hope that this whole video series has helped you to feel prepared and ready to start homeschooling. And if you have any questions or if you need any help at all, I will do my best to answer your questions and to help you as best I can. Just leave me a comment down below. I love hearing from y'all, and it makes what I do so worth it to hear that y'all enjoy my videos and that they're really helpful. So I love hearing from you. So if you feel like you want to comment and just say a kind word, or if you have a question, I'd be happy to hear it. So thanks so much for watching this video series. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video that I do.